Let's bring in Yahoo Finance's Dan Howley, who's been looking through the numbers for us. Dan, what stood out to you in this one, especially given that we did get that warning ahead of the call?
That's right, Kiko. We did get that warning on August 8th saying that they were going to fall short as far as projected revenue, as well as revenue for their gaming and data center business. Just to give you a rundown of the numbers, they came in with revenue of $6.7 billion, EPS of 51 cents. We also saw data center revenue at $3.8 billion and gaming revenue at $2 billion. Net income for the company fell 72% year over year to $656 million. And, we saw at first kind of a pullback in shares for 2%. That's because the Q3 projections for the company were also a miss. They said that they would come in with $5.9 billion for the quarter. The analysts were looking for $6.9 billion. But now, as you can see, shares are trading higher. And that's likely because of what Jensen Huang, the CEO and founder of Nvidia, said during the conference call. He essentially laid out the fact that inventory for the company on the graphics card side is still really robust. And so what they're going to do is allow that to be drawn down. And that should allow them to then start increasing prices again bringing prices back in line with what they should be for graphics cards, because right now they're selling at discounts pretty much everywhere you look. Now, this runs in direct contrast to what we had seen in 2020, 2021, when we saw graphics card prices well above their actual retail prices. We're talking, $1,500 for a graphics card that may be $800 normally. Still expensive at $800, but it's a lot more when you're asking that extra $700. So they're trying to bring those prices back into line with what they tend to run at. They also said that they can't tell how much this kind of fallback in graphics sales or gaming division sales has to do with the crypto winter that we've seen, where miners may not have been buying up cards. They just can't determine what people are buying cards for when they buy them, because they're still running them as regular cards. So, I think investors here are looking at the future and saying, it's going to be okay for Nvidia. Also worth pointing out that their data center segment rose pretty well for that quarter. So not looking too bad on that side of things, but not necessarily looking great on the gaming side for now.
Really quickly, Dan, in the gaming space, Sony hiking the price of its PlayStation 5 in several international markets. What's going on there?
Yeah, they're going to raise the price because of, obviously, inflation. They're going to be doing that by, it seems to be around the $50 point or whatever the currency is in that particular area. Not in the U.S., though. It's Canada, it's the U.K., it's Australia. It's going to be Japan after September 15th. So there's going to be some areas that are going to feel this price increase. Yeah, and this comes at a time when the PlayStation is starting to become more readily available. It's still hard to get, but it's not nearly as bad as it was when it first came out. So that shows you that some of those supply chain issues are getting ironed out. But just as that's happening, now Sony has to raise the price on the PlayStation. I don't think that's going to keep gamers away, though, especially when it's selling at around $500, $400 a piece.